defensive side. A lot of promising young talent on the offense on that team in general in Washington. I've always loved Terry McLaurin. Sam Howell I like too. Brian Robinson's good. Chase Young still is like playing while he can, and that defense I think is so underrated. And I think that there has to be a change in the coaching staff for that to be to flip that script. So I don't know, a lot of opportunity there. Um, Ravens and Steelers.
Um, I don't know how the Steelers have been getting shit done, but they just been getting shit done.
I
I,
don't
I,
know either,
I
man.
think it's more of an indictment on the Ravens. Excuse me, more of an indictment on the Ravens.
Yeah, they look sloppy.
The Ravens look sloppy. Lamar, you've been paid, bro. The receivers are still dropping passes. I mean, good lord.
Lord.
It's hard. I can't really bash Lamar because he can't throw the ball and catch the ball. And I mean, them receivers is dropping. Like, how many times is Nelson Aguilar going to drop a pass, bro? He's been dropping
Exactly.
passes for a minute now. Like, bro,
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
seriously, like
I literally saw them drop 3 touchdown passes in that
that's
game.
not you can't blame Lamar for that. You know what I mean? Like you
Nope.
can't. Um, it's just unfortunate because with the Ravens, we talking about the same stuff. You know what I mean? Like we've been talking about the same stuff with the Ravens now for how long? It's just like every time you think Lamar's going to get some weapons, you ain't got nothing.
They still haven't addressed that issue. Yeah.
You know what I mean? But they were supposed to address that. Like,
Hmm.
Zay
It's like what?
Flowers was your leading receiver, with 5 receptions, 73 yards. Like that's not going to get it done.
Mm-mm.
And yeah, I don't know. I don't know. He could
Mark,
pick,
a top tight end is your top target. Is not going to get it done.
well, yeah, unless you're Patrick Mahomes. You know what I'm saying? That's
That's
like the only,
true.
unless you're Patrick Mahomes, but you got Travis Kelsey. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He ain't Travis. Mark Andrews is nice, but he ain't no Travis Kelsey. It
Yeah.
just and then Odell hurt always. Like honestly, bro, I think Odell needs to retire, man.
I
He's
agree.
always hurt, and I mean, like it's not just the major injuries; it's little injuries too. An ankle, a this, a that. Like, bro, like honestly, you got a Super Bowl ring. You got hundreds, you got millions of dollars. Like, just retire at this point, bro. Like,
Yeah.
you're not helping the Ravens. And I was excited this year. I thought the Ravens were gonna have this high explosive offense. That's an indictment on their offensive coordinator because obviously it's not been up to par. They're 3-2. They're tied with the Steelers. The AFC North, by the way, arguably might be the most disappointing. Division this year. Last year for me was the AFC West. This year I think it's the AFC North. It's just the
The Bengals
Bengals.
being last in the division is
I
crazy.
told you about the Bengals though. I told you
You did.
I told you Joe Burrow.
You did.
I know. You know what I mean. I had that same injury. You're not coming back, and it's not a calf. They always want to say calf because you say Achilles, that people's hearts drop. That man doesn't look right. And they did he play? I didn't even
Yeah,
watch
he
the
played.
He played last. See, still having him play. I don't know. The Bengals ain't gonna do nothing this year. I can tell you. I was definitely well, I had the Baltimore Ravens come out the AFC North anyways, but I like the Bengals ain't doing nothing. But the fact that the Steelers are tied with the Ravens and that division is
It's
basically
insane.
wide open
Yeah,
is hey man.
it's insane. I'm honestly utterly surprised about the position we're in as far as like the coaching that we've gone through and everything. Like our defense has been crazy though. Like our defense really is a second offense. Like I'm sorry, all of you guys some of you may disagree with me, but I clearly think TJ Watt's the best defensive player in the league. Like over Bosa, over Michael Parsons, over Miles Garrett, everyone. Like no bias. Like it's been proven so many times that he's won us so many games. It's just
I mean, the argument can be made. I'm not even gonna disagree with that. I think that's I think TJ Watt is I think he's a beast, bro. Like, yeah, I no
for
arguments
sure.
here. I think he's if not the best defender, he's definitely top five.
For sure. Yeah, top five for sure. But yeah, I don't know. It's just I've never seen a game where he hasn't had a sack. Like
Mm.
it's ridiculous. You know what I mean? So I don't know. But I love to see them throw the ball at Pickens more. Thank God. I'm surprised they don't do it often. They need to freaking give that guy 20 targets a game.
Six
Um,
receptions, 130 yards, 1 touchdown. Not bad. Not
yeah,
bad
and
at
and
all.
he was mossing people too. He was mossing like every point he was against. And
Mm.
it was insane, bro. That dude is a game changer. It's looking like Jalen Warren's going to start over Najee Harris for a lot of the plays in the series.
Mm,
I think this game was like a good indicator of like how Warren should start over Najee.
mm.
If I'm being quite honest, we should get Deontay back after our bye week, which is in this next coming week, in week 7, and yeah, just gotta fire Matt Canada. Plain and simple.
Yeah, I mean,
Uh,
you guys only scored 17 points.
yeah.
You know, which again is an indictment on both offensive coordinators. Matt Canada needs to go. I don't know who the Baltimore Ravens offensive coordinator is, but 10 points ain't gonna cut it. And you're supposed to have a high octane offense.
Yeah. Yeah, and speaking of high octane offenses, the Saints really showed out with putting 34 on the Patriots this last Sunday, and the Patriots put a donut at home. So, speaking of coaching, I think what did we say about Belichick this last week, huh? Looking like the hot seat is
Man.
hot.
Yeah, I think that Bill Belichick needs to just coach football, and I don't think he needs to be the GM anymore. I think someone else needs to make front office decisions and personnel decisions. Um, he hasn't drafted it like a star player in like 10 years or something like that, and like the star player that he drafted was like a punt returner or something like that. Just not getting it done. The Patriot way was the Brady way.
Yep, plain
And just
simple.
and at this point it's just like I think Belichick needs to realize that the game has changed, and I think that pounding the ball, being archaic like that, it's not going to work. He doesn't I think that they need a number one receiver. I think Mac Jones needs prayer at this point. It's just not good for the Patriots, bro. It's not, man. Because at least if the offense, at least sorry, my bad. Just real quick, I want to say with the Patriots, that the offense wasn't doing anything. At least we could hang our hats on the defense. Defense is getting destroyed, so it's all bad right now.
Yeah, I was about to say I think that's another team that might be looking at a top 5 draft pick next year.
Might be looking for a new quarterback next year.
Yeah, perhaps. But yeah, I hate to see Mac Jones do as bad as he is. I really thought that
might
guy
as well. I think he's gonna have to be benched. I mean, like I don't know if Bailey Zappi is the answer, but Mac Jones, you can tell that he's like checking out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's not the same Mac Jones as he was like his first 2 years.
I was gonna say rookie year. Second year, I went his second year. So much progress was not made. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That I feel like he regressed so badly that I don't even know who I'm watching play quarterback for the Patriots anymore. But with that being said, I don't even know who I'm watching coach this team. So it's bad, I would say, overall for the Patriots. I think I think Belichick, it might be that time. If anything, he can't be the GM anymore. Someone else got to be the GM.
Mm-hmm. I agree with that. Yeah, I think the sports books and people just need to stop giving the Patriots so much respect, especially Belichick.
Yeah, it's been time. Tom Brady left in 2019.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Think about it. Think about since Brady's left. Cam Newton's been their quarterback. They didn't make. If I'm not mistaken,
half the season.
Right? They missed the playoffs that year, right?
Yep.
That was year 1 after Brady left. Year 2, they got Matt Jones. They make the playoffs. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Losing the first round to the Bills.
Yep.
Year 3. Did they make the playoffs last year? I can't even remember.
No, they did not.
They didn't make the playoffs last year. Year 3. Year 4, now about to make the playoffs again. Tom Brady, first year, wins the Super Bowl. Second year, gets him back to the divisional and loses on a heartbreaker. Arguably should have went back to the NFC championship game.
Mm-hmm.
Third year, loses in the first round, and now obviously he's not here no more. I mean, but every year Tom Brady still had that team in the playoffs and they won the Super Bowl.
Yep.
Bill Belichick went to the playoffs one time. He's been to the playoffs one time in the last 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, it's not that good. So yeah, I don't know, man. Patriots are going down a dark road right now. They also lost Christian Gonzalez, their first round pick this year for the season.
Mm,
With I think it was a torn Abram or something like
mm,
that.
mm,
Labrum, yeah, Labrum.
mm.
But yeah, a lot of work needs to be done there. Saints looking. I think the Saints are still an underrated squad. I think they still come out on top in the South, in the NFC South. I think it'll probably be close between them and the Bucks. Though, by the way they're playing this year, I'm not so sold so much on the Falcons yet, but I still think Saints come out on top.
Derek Carr, 183 yards, 18 to 26, 2 TDs, no interceptions. Alvin Kamara became the all-time touchdown leader for the Saints.
Saints
Um,
history, in Saints franchise history.
yeah.
Okay.
So I mean, I guess they got some guys. Shoot, Jameis Winston is still on that team. I didn't even know he was still on that team. Good lord.
Right.
Wow. Oh my God. Okay.
Crab legs Winston still out there,
Wow, he's still on the squad. I didn't know that.
still eating W's, huh?
Yeah, apparently so. I mean, I guess he's the backup now.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, man. Yeah, a lot of still needs to be seen from the Saints. I believe. I think that defense is fairly underrated. They've been having a great season so far as turnovers, sacks. Putting pressure on the opposing team's offense. I think they've been showing out pretty well as a squadron. So yeah, I look forward to seeing how they'll turn out the rest of the year.
Yeah, Saints defense. Yeah, they're always known for doing something special. Their offense, they got a decent offense. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not. I don't know. We're gonna see about the Saints. They're 3-2. We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah,
I
we'll
keep my
see.
eye out for them.
I think as long as Derek Carr stays healthy, I think they got a shot at like winning division. Not Super Bowl, but like yeah.
Hmm.
That's just what I think though. But if you have nothing else to add on to that, we'll wrap things up.
I
And
think the I think the most glaring thing about week 5 to me was the Patriots.
mm,
And I don't think it can be ignored anymore. I think that's going to be the talk of the NFL for a while.
yeah,
What's going on with Belichick? Robert Kraft, what are you doing, bro? You know, what I mean, how long are you going to sit around and watch this? I think to me that was the biggest storyline, just because they got mollywopped, and you just don't expect that from Bill Belichick. He's just been taking uncharacteristic L's this season. So that to me
at
was the
home
biggest
too.
at home. You know what I'm saying? That was the biggest storyline.
Mhm.
Second biggest storyline is the Cowboys to me, because everyone has this team Super Bowl, Super Bowl. The Cowboys is not a Super Bowl team.
Fair
This
enough.
is the reality is this is a divisional playoff team at best. This team
Yeah,
can get you to the divisional. They can win you the wild card, get you to the divisional. I don't think they can get you past that. So I think that's their ceiling, especially with Dak Prescott as their quarterback.
yeah, I agree. I can agree with those takes. I think the Patriots are in a sticky situation right now. Cowboys need to get their act together if they want to stay relevant. And yeah, I think those are some of the biggest takeaways in this week so far too. I look forward to seeing how else the rest of the season will go for these teams. So with that, we're gonna wrap things up for your Ends on Emcees Week 5. I'm your host Young and You on Instagram YUNG_N.U, like in the description. And you can search me on all music platforms as my name is displayed right here.
Find me at Hamilton James. Find me on Instagram at Hennessy Ham, TikTok 818 Hammy. Check out the new song Still Alive, Hamilton James featuring Young and You,
Yes, sir.
on all platforms. Bro, fire track, man. A lot of people have been telling me that they like it. That a lot of people have. The feedback has been good so far. So let's just keep rocking, bro.
They kicked us down, but we're still alive, man.
Still
Go check
alive.
it. Go check it, man. All right. With that, we're out here. We'll see you in week 6, everybody. We out.
Late.